Aloha guys, it's Murphy here, and today I'm going to show you guys a deck profile on a Riviere update. And I updated this deck by using this card here that you can get from the Legion campaign, which is Rising Star Trois or Choice. I don't know how to say it or pronounce it in any way, so I apologize. But anyways, you can get this from participating shops. If not, you can go online and look for it, like eBay or whatever card online shop you guys use. You guys can go and see if they have it. But yeah, this card is really cool. It's a really powerful promo card, so I'm really surprised that they're giving this out for free and all that stuff at the shops. But I ordered mine. So I ordered 2 sets of 4 of this for me and my girlfriend. And I have my version, and then part 2 is gonna be her version of the deck, but we didn't test it out yet. But mine's have been doing a lot of test runs. It did really good last week, and it did okay this week. But yeah, I'm gonna just get started to the deck profile. I'm gonna start off with the grade 3 lineup, then go into the starter, so you kind of see the reason why I did it. Alright, so starting off is Rising Star Trois. This is your Legion card, only running 3 of them. Then I have Top Idol Riviere, which I'm running 3 of. Only reason why I'm running 3 of each of those is because I'm running Primus Image Vert. And Vert kind of helps me out because if I want to activate their skill at the same time, I got to be at 5 damage. So it's good to break ride with this and then attack for 31 instead of 21. And then you can restand and attack. And how do you restand is what you'll be saying. So if this unit, if Choice is in Legion, and this attacks a Vanguard, you can counterblast 3, discard 3 to restand your Vanguards again. And now you can attack once more. And this is really good. And then Top Idol Riviere is when attack hits a Vanguard, when she's in the Vanguard circle, you can counterblast 2, discard a copy of her in your hand, and give 5,000 power to 3 of your Bermuda Triangle units. So that's really good. So yeah, that's Troy's effect, and that's Riviere's effect. And Troy's other effect is if she rides over Super Idol Riviere, you can look for a copy of her. So that kind of sets up. Because I was doing like a 4 set of them, and it was really awesome, but it got kind of boring. So I kind of wanted to try the break ride out in this deck to see how it'll do. And this is like the only break ride I think that'll do really great in this deck. Because when you're at 4 or 5 damage, I suggest 5 damage for this deck build that I made. So you'll break ride, choose up to 2 Bermuda Triangle cards, return it, and then draw a card, and then your Vanguard gains plus 10,000 power. And then if you have 4 or more rear guards when Vert attacks, this becomes a 13k attacker. So it's pretty awesome. So that's the grade 3 lineup. And then to help like search for stuffs too is Shizuku. Not doing the right chain. I think it's kind of the other Riviere cards kind of clog up the deck in late game. So I kind of want this deck to have a little bit more options, have like space to have useful cards to help me out, pull off the plays, because Choice is my main card. I want to make sure she doesn't stand up once every game, but twice. Yeah, using her restand effect, because it's a counterblast 3, so it's kind of costly. So I have cards to help out to do all that stuff. But Shizuku, yes, she's a grade 3 searcher that takes a counterblast and put her into the soul. But I mean, these are the only like 5 cards that I want to ride. If I ride Top Idol Riviere, it's kind of like a lost game for me, unless I'm really lucky. But yeah, so she's there just to help me out. And Gradelock sucks. So, yeah. Alright, next is the grade 2 lineup. I have 3 Super Idol Rivieres. This is just for Rising Star Choice effect. I might just put this down to 2 rather than 3, because these are just 9k vanillas. This does help out Top Idol Riviere to become 11k power, but the card I want to ride over this card is Choice, but it doesn't usually happen as much now because I have Vert. But it's alright. She's just there just to be there and all that stuff. And plus, this is a Riviere deck, so yeah, these are the only other 3 Rivieres I have in this deck, and that's it. Alright, next is I got 4 Ligurians. So because this deck is more power based than bounce based, well, vert bounces, but like usually the top out of Riviere, you know, you get plus 5,000, so you can make this a 15k attacker like nothing. So this vanilla is really good. So yeah, that's just cuz. So I really want to boost up my rear guards after my Vanguard attacks. So yeah. Alright, so next I got 4 more units for the grade 2 lineup, and that's Prism, Dual Slaney, which I have 2 different versions of, and 2 different versions of the Dual White Crystal Rika. Now, these cards kind of go hand in hand. She works out with Vert too, but when she bounces from the rear guard to your hand, you can soul charge and unflip a damage. For Slaney, you can counterblast and choose another Bermuda Triangle rear guard and bounce it. So this works together, and then this works with Vert, and then so on and so forth. But it's kind of like an optional thing, and it's just in there just to be in there. And there's a reason why I need to soul charge, which I'm going to show you pretty soon in this grade 1 lineup that I'm about to reveal. So here we go. So I got 4 Sednas. I gotta have 2 different versions of it because I still like this misprint version of it, because look, it has no critical. Wow. Yeah, misprints, awesome. Anyways, yeah. AKs, because this deck is more power based and all that stuff, so I want to make sure I'm like killing off my opponent's hand every battle phase. So putting the plus 5 from Typewriter Riviere on this makes it a 13k booster, which is really awesome. So there's nothing to complain about that. That's about it for that. And then for the Sentinels, I have only 3 Perfect Guards because I don't want to run Quentin Walls, and the other Perfect Guards are in use in other decks, and these are the only 3 extras that I have. So this is what I'm running. And I mean, I have a little bit more room for other options too. So, and plus with Legion, now you can return 4 cards back into the deck. So one of them could be your Perfect Guard. So it's you're playing Perfect Guards more than you know you usually do in other games, unless because you recycle so much. All right. Anyways, moving on. So I got these other 7 units that I'm about to show you. I'm just gonna show you guys it once, and I'm gonna go through it real quick. Navy Dolphin Amore, she's your Airmole, so she's boosting a card that hits like a rear guard or Vanguard. You can discard and draw, so that will help you out with Legion and get 2 cards that you need. Mona is like it helps out Slaney out, returning Rika to your hand to soul charge and all that stuff. And all that, so it's just that she's just there to be there because she's a 7k, and her effect could be useful depending on the situation that I'm in. Next, I have 2 Kuras. Now this is the reason why I soul charge, because Kura is when she's placed on rear guard, you can soul blast 2 and choose up to 2 cards in your damage zone and unflip it. So this will help and make sure that for Rising Star, I can use her effect more than once every match, every game, and all that stuff. So seeing her restat not just once but like twice or 3 times is like very deadly to your opponent, especially with a really thought out trigger lineup. So yeah, despite the power, she is very good because I want to unflip those damages to use Rising Star's effect again. Then I have Mona to help me out with the soul charge. So, yeah. And she's a good card to ride and start off with. You never know. So, but yeah, she's also there just to be in there. And she got some big melons. Can't deny that. Alright. So next is my trigger lineup of 12 beautiful criticals. So I got Shannon, Shuplu, and Comical Rian. And this is the first deck out of my Cardfight Vanguard career that I run 12 criticals. It's just because with the restand of Rising Star and the drive checks and boosting up my rear guards, I want to make sure I hit my critical triggers. So yeah, 12, just making sure I get that going. So this deck is low on hand power than any other Bermuda Triangle deck, but this deck is really highly offensive and really bulky when it comes to power. So I go for that, and then the 4 flows for my heal triggers, which is awesome. So yeah, I gotta run these these old heal triggers because it just brings me back. But yeah, so that is my deck, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Comment for suggestions, like if you like the video, write the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Till next time, there's gonna be more videos coming up, so stay tuned. So aloha, happy card fighting, and see you guys next time. Shoots. Oh yeah, if you guys want to see card fighting videos, let me know. I have a whole bunch of decks, and probably any deck that you guys call out in the comments, I could probably do it. And if I don't have the deck, then I have a friend that has it. So don't worry about that. Alright guys? Okay, see ya. I'm out of here.